the shared screen going, so I didn't want to.
Oh, it's all good. I got us.
You were a dream to come home to, Tony.
Oh, it's all that pie that I make.
Oh man, I had
been
pie.
making pies?
I haven't. I wish.
Ooh, baby, I got a good question for my introduction.
I had 3 local things last night. I went to Lizzie's for dinner. I went to Scion Cider Company for ciders, and then we went to the pie place on 9th and 9th and got really expensive but incredibly tasty pies.
Those are tasty pies, yeah.
They're damn tasty pies. So, yay!
The hand pie. Did you get the hand pie?
I did. I got the blueberry lemon. It was
it's delicious.
Sounds good.
so good. I'm sticking my tongue out with joy, not out of disgust. So, anyway, yeah. Any day that we start the show with pie, you know it's going to be a great day.
Are we on?
You know, we are.
Oh, we are. Hi, everyone.
Yeah.
That's why I was telling that engaging food story to get everybody all fired up.
I was just getting my sound effects ready.
Jiminy Christ.
That
was loud.
Was that loud? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Folks.
Yeah.
That is like waking up to Dracula at 2 a.m. That is
Sorry,
Dude. I used to wake up to Dracula all the time because Dracula was my neighbor and he was always coming over to borrow a... Oh, see, I was a neighbor with Dracula, not Dragula.
Hello, and welcome to my new show, the morning show on news. Wake up with Dracula.
Yeah, he'd knock on the door and be like, "Hello, neighbor, can I borrow a cup of blood?"
Today,
morning, 2 a.m.
Bro,
Today,
can I borrow a cuppa?
we have special guests and tips for your hobbies, but now let's look at the weather with...
With these Wurchin I found on the road. Hello, Wurchin, tell me about the weather.
With Frankenstein.
Weather bad!
Commute bad!
And now we're going to our kitchen segment. Yes.
With these Wurchin I found on side of the road. Hello, Wurchin, tell me about cooking.
Please, I just want to go home.
No, you will never go home. You are now captive of... Oh, never mind. Show me your cooking skills. I'm done. And I'm frozen. Look at me.
And you're frozen.
I'm frozen.
What happened?
Shannon, did your mic get unplugged or is it still plugged in?
Yeah, it's still plugged in. Why?
Sounds a little bit different than it did a few minutes ago.
That's a nice ceiling.
It is a good ceiling. I like it.
Let me hear some more
like it.
test patterns.
Yeah, I haven't moved anything, touched anything.
Okay.
All right.
Perhaps it was the wrestling.
Shall we proceed?
Let's start at the beginning.
All right.
Let me get everyone's levels real quick. Carrie,
This is me, Quiet Talker. Check,
you
check.
sound good. Rebecca.
Chicky, chick, chick, chop, bop, beep, bop, beep, boop, beep, bop.
That's great. Lee,
Hi, hello, Dua Lipa.
you sound good. Jay.
Tony likes bacon porn.
Ooh, bacon.
He likes looking at people eat bacon. It's his kink.
You could probably
I'm not
turn
here to
yours
yuck your
up a little
yum.
bit.
I'm not here to yuck your yum, baby.
I appreciate that, you know?
No king
If
shaming
you're into
here.
watching people eat bacon and making bacon yourself, hey man, do you, king?
And we got Shannon at the beginning, so I think we're good. Do I sound all right?
You sound
Yeah.
good?
You always sound good.
All right. Let's proceed.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun.
Welcome back, everybody. Hi. Oh, look, everyone's here.
Hello.
Everyone's here.
Hello.
How
Looks
nice.
like we made it.
This is a full house.
Full house with our returning champion, Jay Whitaker. Hi,
Hey,
everybody.
what's up? Good morning.
Hi, Jay.
How's everybody doing? Hey,
Good to see you.
Good to be seen. What's going on? I miss y'all. It's good to
Miss you.
It's,
What are you doing? Slinging the jokes?
tell you
slinging
folks
them
I'm
jokes?
slinging these jokes. Had to reschedule the Mouth Off show for this month. It's going to be March 23rd.
Oh,
we figure
okay.
we give everyone a chance to get their pre-game St. Patty's shit out the way. But yeah, we got a cool show coming on March 23rd, Wednesday. So come check it out. And then always go to itsjaywhitaker.com. I got some new shows. I'm going to be in San Diego. It's coming soon. So more information on that. Go to itsjaywhitaker.com, you bitch.
San Diego. God, have you been back since we went to Comic-Con?
Actually, I have, but
Oh, okay.
it's not the same without you guys. Remember I got that. I wanted a.
You got a
haircut for
badass
no
haircut
reason.
there.
That's right.
With a good
No,
fade.
I did not. I
You said you did.
What happened?
You know why? Because I was drunk. And that, I'll be honest. Like when I sobered up and I realized that the person that cut my hair did a terrible job, I was very upset.
Well,
but,
Jay, you told us they did a good job while we were drunk with you.
That's
so
true.
we had no way of knowing when we sobered up that you didn't get a good haircut.
yeah. Because
Well,
It looks good from over here.
Yeah, you look fine. You're fine. You're great.
When you're down in San Diego, be sure to stop by the Tilted Kilt and say hi to the girls from Shannon Barnes and everybody. Hi.
Yeah. Well, and I shall. Get that tweep twop. All right. Let's
What a great place! What a great place that is. And you bring it up in International Women's Week a month. So, yeah.
Well, you know, the
it is
Tilted
Women's
Kilt.
History Month, so
Yeah, the Tilted Kilt. The slogan is "When you're here, you're family." Right? Isn't that?
Yeah, something. I don't know.
the
It's like
tilted girl of garden.
it's like our dresses are belts.
Yeah. But to be completely fair, the men were wearing pretty much the same outfit.
To be fair.
Booty shorts and halter tops everywhere you look.
I've still not seen a single episode of Letterkenny. I'm sorry, y'all. I need to get on the board.
That's
To be
okay.
fair, I haven't. Like, I've just been crazy
To
busy.
be fair.
One time, me and my friend Todd took his son to the Tilted Kilt in Denver, and he was like 8, and he was sitting there. And he's a really sensitive kid, and he's just going around. And he goes, "This place is weird. It makes
no
me
idea.
feel weird."
You have no idea, kid.
Yeah,
You
so.
have no idea. To be fair, it's Rebecca Frost, everyone.
Hey, I have a question for the populace. I was
Okay.
playing poker
A
last
question?
night. Yeah,
All
I was
right.
playing poker last night, and this discussion came up, and it's my new "Is a hot dog a sandwich?" question. Pie Day, March 14th, coming up. What do you eat on that day? Is it just pie or anything round?
It's pie.
Well,
Well, I mean,
yeah.
you can cover most of your bases for the day with pizza pie and regular pie. I mean, what
And,
else?
and
so you're
shepherd's
saying-
pie,
Shepherd's pie,
so-
pot pie, chicken pot pie.
pan pie.
Anything that's got pie in it.
But
Yeah.
these are things that you guys would eat, and you're not. And you're saying it does have to be pie, and not just anything that's round.
Oh,
Nope.
me?
I eat
would
anything
whatever
that's
I want.
round, preferably on that day.
You know.
Well,
Please head over to my Twitter @YouGrossRebecca and please vote on my poll because it's been driving me nuts all evening.
I will only eat a series of certain numbers on that day.
it's
Random, seemingly random numbers.
I'm gonna eat that round pie. How about that?
it's
Is
like
that right?
So
Am I doing this right?
But like you could just like if you could eat anything round, you could just eat a piece of bologna.
Well,
Also, quiche is technically a pie. You could
True.
take a pie tin and line the entire thing with hash browns, and then fill that up with eggs and sausage, and put a shell
That's
of hash
pie.
browns on top.
Put it in the
That's
pie,
a pie.
thing. It's pie.
Oh, that
Yep.
sounds
All right.
delicious.
Yeah,
It does.
Can I put bacon on it? Can I put
Yeah.
bacon on
is,
it?
Do it. Do it.
This is my new "Is a hot dog a sandwich?" because it's very divisive. It's a very divisive question. I found
I think so.
Are you playing
yeah.
online poker or regular poker?
regular poker. We had people over.
That's crazy.
I know.
She's foolhardy, is what she is.
No, it's a fun
I'm
time
social.
having people
I am
over.
social.
And Lee George Cade, everybody, hi.
Hi. Good to see you all. Good. I mean, literally, so great to see all of you. My first actual training wheels off video for Space Tomato Gaming went live yesterday, and I couldn't be happier because, boy, oh boy, the training wheels were intense. I've been doing video and audio editing for a very long time, but editing video game videos is really a lot of work. We're talking like 8 to 12 cuts a minute, right? And
Wow.
very specifically timed to what they're talking about. So if you want to check that out, just head over to Space Tomato on YouTube. Keenan is a great dude, and he's really just trying to get his channel moving. But it's at that point where if it doesn't move, it's not going to move, but it has to move in order for it to move.
Stuart in the chat room said the video looks great.
Thank you so much, Stuart. Yeah, I had a great time with it. So it's going to be able to use my skills for good. For
Yes.
once.
All right. And he always uses his skills for good. He's Quad T, Too Tall Tony.
Oh, putting the pressure on me. What if I want to do bad things with my skills?
Bring it.
What about
right.
that?
What bad things are you gonna do, Tony?
I'll find something someday, I'm sure. Check me
Hell
out
yeah,
on
you
Twitter
will.
at Quad T Tony or on the Gadget Spot podcast. It's a podcast.
All right.
We have a host,
Well,
Larry Jackson.
Jackson.
Oh,
Say
hi.
Larry?
Larry
Jackson.
Jackson. I love it.
It's a ya with a J.
Sorry,
Ya.
that's
Well,
how.
it's, you know,
That's like
I'm
a
from
soft
that.
K.
I'm from that show, Larry, Phil, and Tina,
Yeah.
that are so well known.
But what's interesting is that Filentina is actually a last name. Hi, I'm Larry Filentina. Nice to
That's
meet
right.
you.
It's just one person.
And this is alternative music. Brr, brr, brr.
Yes.
Larry Valentina's definitely got a union job. You know,
Yeah.
works at the mill. Hard working
Larry
fella.
Valentina.
Yeah.
Monday through
No,
Friday,
okay.
6 to 10, x96.com for Larry, Phil, and Tina. All right.
It's, now with the farm report, we're going straight to Larry Filentina. tell me about those hogs, Larry.
Hi, Dan. It's me. I'm out here in the fields.
I'm here staring at a pen full of pre-bacon, and
There's everything about bacon with you today.
Pigs are pre-bacon in Tony's world.
pre-bacon.
The thing with Tony is everything. He lives in a very
comes back.
binary world. Everything either is or is not bacon.
It's bacon or it's not bacon. It's
Everything's-
bacon or it's pre-bacon.
Everything's
that's the two
bacon
things.
if you're
like-
creative enough.
Tony's like, this pig has not fucking assumed its final form.
Talking about cured meats. Last night I heard about something. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Salami cured beets.
Oh, is that the only way to make a beet
For
taste
real?
good? Or?
Yeah, you take all the stuff that you make salami
Yeah,
with,
if
but
you
you do it
want-
on the beet, and then
if
you
you
dry
want
it.
some just
in-
like
All right,
salty
the
red
left has
poop.
gone too far.
Biden's America.
so much for the tolerable left.
That's
Yeah, gosh.
Yep. We're
Biden's America.
we're just vetoing that right now. All right. Let's proceed with this news popped up late last night, so it's sort of breaking.
Fresh.
It's sort of fresh. We have our procedure with Deadpool 3 at Marvel Studios. Yes, it is going forward.
What's that, Rebecca?
What?
that
I
was
didn't
me.
make
That
that
was
noise.
Jay.
Is that Jay?
Jay, that was.
You would blame me for that.
Oh, I see. Okay,
Sounds like two pre-bacons making another pre-bacon.
that's true. Jay, is that your pool face? Is that what that is?
Vinegar strokes.
You ever seen his vinegar strokes?
There it is. There it is. Yes, it is going
Sad and
forward. It is going forward. Sean Levy has been tapped to direct. He is the guy who's currently teaming up with Ryan Reynolds on just about everything. He teamed up with him on Free Guy and The Adam Project on Netflix. And,
They're the new Johnny Depp and Tim Burton.
kind of, yeah. So there you go.
I enjoyed Free Guy. Good job.
I enjoyed it,
I heard the
still
Adam
nice.
Project's actually pretty good as well.
I'm hearing good things. Yeah.
13 going on 30 sequel.
That's fine.
Now, here's the interesting part: is that Wendy Molyneux and Lizzie Molyneux were
Bob's Burgers.
Bob's Burgers were working on the script. They've taken the script away from them and said we're going to change it. So they're bringing back Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick, who penned the scripts for the first two films. So they're probably taking the nuggets of what the Bob's Burgers people did and then adding on to it, would be my guess. This I did not know. The Deadpool movies were the top-grossing X-Men films of all time.
Surprise.
What?
I did not. I
that.
did not know that. The original earned 783.1 mil. The sequel 785.8 mil. This is all worldwide. But they are considered X-Men movies, and they are the biggest of them all.
Deadpool 2 is actually my favorite X-Men movie.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Same.
It's
No,
really good.
Hard
I
same.
really dug just the. I mean, actually, it's my favorite X Factor movie. Really.
Yeah,
So,
it is. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
X-Force.
I didn't
X-Force.
like Deadpool 2 that
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, it is an
Deadpool-
X-Force movie.
Yeah. But it was
I
fun.
liked. Oh, I like
It's just a good
Domino.
movie, and I
like
still listen to Celine Dion's Ashes like regularly.
I really
Like,
liked
it's a really
Domino.
good song.
I like Domino. I mean, seriously, yay for actually bringing Juggernaut to the screen instead of a soccer hooligan. You know?
So this will be the first Deadpool film following Disney's buy of 20th Century Fox. The news comes on the heel of Disney. Oh, I loved this story because they're putting the Netflix Marvel shows on Disney Plus, right? Well, guess who's having none of that, boy? The Parents Television Council.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they're so
Here
upset.
they come.
This is what I thought would happen. This is exactly
Here
what
comes
I
the
predicted.
turd in the punch bowl.
Are these the people that brought us the scandal of Party Angela back in the 1990s?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. I was looking up the skirts of action figures, and guess what I found? They forgot to paint panties on them. News at 11.
Right.
It's essentially 5 people in their basement, but they're
You and your salami beats and your agenda.
Let's see other news that we got late last night. This is interesting. You got Michael Giacchino, who is a composer.
Yes,
For
he
Lost.
did the music for Batman and
Lost.
crushed
Which was
it.
awesome.
And
Yeah.
Lost.
He did Up and Lost and a whole bunch of other things.
Jurassic movies. He does a lot of franchises.
Yes, Jurassic World. He's working on Thor: Love and Thunder. The Tom Holland Spider-Man movies.
Which I finally saw the third one of.
Oh, you did. Good for you.
Yeah.
We can talk about it.
Cool.
Yeah, and he does all kinds of. Oh God, I'm looking at his. He's worked on The Incredibles. He's worked on Ratatouille. Up.
Just look at that vest.
Yeah, Inside Out, Incredibles 2, Coco, Lightyear. He's done all of the music for the. Well, now he's directing.
He's very good at making you feel things.
Yes, he is going to be directing Marvel's. It says untitled Halloween special, but we know it as the Werewolf by Night Halloween special.
Yes.
But,
He's actually directed a few other things. Let me find them.
yeah, he has done other directing. He has.
Did you know
but,
on Lost he actually built percussion instruments out of plane parts so that the sound
Wow.
of the show was just weird?
Cool.
Of course,
Yeah.
I
So
did.
he's
Of
some
course,
kind of
Rebecca knew.
he's some kind of mad genius then.
Yeah.
But he'll be directing the Halloween special. They're going to start shooting here very soon to hopefully have it ready in time for October. They'd better hurry.
Well, that would make sense to me.
Yeah.
Maybe like by the last day of
Now-
October.
As
around there.
of now, Gael Garcia Bernal and Laura Donnelly are starring in it, and it is believed that Bernal is playing the Werewolf by Night.
Oh God.
Who?
He directed a short trek, Ephraim and Dot,
Oh, that was a good one.
Oh yeah.
as well as something called Monster Challenge.
But now, in recent years, the Werewolf by Night character has been revamped as a new character of Native American descent, and music was a story point as it helped the character control his body morphing in the latest Werewolf by Night stories. So why not have a director who's also incredibly familiar with music do that?
Oh, okay.
I just like that he's got a little Rebel Alliance pin on his lapel there.
Oh,
I'm going to
cool.
share a thing with you guys. This
Yes.
short that he directed called Monster Challenge stars Patton Oswalt and Ben Schwartz. So just a couple of my favorite people.
Oh, we'll look at it during the break.
Yeah.
Let's see. Also, other news. Everything is being pushed back in the DC world. Black Adam is now scheduled for an October 21st release. League of Super Pets Shannon will release July 29th.
God damn it!
And we got our first look at, and listen to, Keanu Reeves as Batman in the trailer.
Oh, there's a new trailer.
Yeah, there's a new trailer, and you see it's Keanu Reeves as Batman, and he's talking with his dog,
That
You
is
know.
called Ace the Bat Hound, sir.
Ace the Bat Hound, and he's Keanu is saying like, "When I was young, my parents were taken from me." And Bat Hound looks at him and says, "When I was young, I was taken from my parents."
Is it? Who's doing his voice? It's
Batman or Ace?
The dog.
Ace
It's
is
a
Kevin
comedian.
Hart, isn't it?
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart. Yeah.
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 That's right.
Also, Variety has reported that Aquaman 2 has been pushed back to March 17th. Flash has been rescheduled for November 4th.
Ooh, that hurts.
Shazam! Fury of the Gods will now release December 12th.
That one got moved up.
That one got moved up 6 months earlier than originally planned. and Gotham Knights, which is apparently a CW show.
Oh no.
No, this is a video game.
Oh, it's the video.
I'm showing a video game still because I didn't have pictures from the
Oh,
show.
okay.
It's based on the video game.
Okay.
That's
Deadpool's there.
That's also on the way. But also GCPD / Arkham Asylum. This is something interesting here that's happened since the release of the Batman movie, which I'll tell you about trying to see coming up. Matt Reeves has decided he's going to retool the whole Gotham City Police Department show and make it into an Arkham Asylum show instead.
Good. I'll watch the hell out of that.
Yeah, he said
that's a good choice.
He said the story's evolved. We've now moving more into the realm of exactly what would happen in the world of Arkham as it relates coming off of this movie. And some of the characters, again, in their origins that you would almost leaning into the idea of like it's a horror movie or a haunted house that is Arkham.
You want my theory?
Yes?
My theory is they watched some of these Star Wars Marvel shows on Disney Plus and said,
"Oh,
hey, if we had a show where we could flesh out the backgrounds of the villains for the upcoming Batman movies, then we wouldn't have to dwell on their backstories."
Great idea.
That is. So that's what he wants to do with that show now instead of...
It could even be like a cool... what are those series called where there's a different story?
Anthology.
An anthology.
Yes.
Yep.
That would be pretty cool.
Totally.
That would be cool. And Blue Beetle news.
Yeah!
Can we zoom in a little bit on that pick?
Harvey Gullen.
Harvey Gullen.
He is so funny.
He is going to be joining the Blue Beetle movie, which stars Cobra Kai's Xolo Maridueña. I know I'm saying that name wrong. He is got Bruna Marquezine as Penny, the love interest. Belissa Escobedo is Milagros Reyes, the younger sister of Jamie Reyes, played by Maridueña. Gullen's character remains a mystery.
He's Blue Beetle, damn it.
Yeah.
But the speculation is he could be playing some other DC character. That's all we know. But
I hope it's Vibe.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, maybe. That'd be interesting.
Oh, Guillermo is going to be in the Blue Beetle movie.
Oh, he's going to be
Get
Vibe.
me some more creepy paper.
Creepy paper.
God, I love that show.
All right, we're going to take a break and then we're going to look at some trailers after these messages.
Creepy paper.
Creepy paper. So, you guys, it's been long enough that we've been up on YouTube. I can tell you what I have this new kid who's a total fucking maniac. He's he just got rage issues and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I was sitting there and I almost wanted to clap. Listen to him string together swear words like fucking Mozart at our vice principal. I was just in shock. Right?
Wow.
He goes, "Listen, you dumbass motherfucker. You just want to ruin all our fucking fun. I don't want to follow your motherfucking rules." And I'm just like, woo! This went on forever. And he's like teeny, but he's got the longest red hair I've ever seen. He looks like a gelfling or something. Like a really little angry gelfling.
I think I better give him Ed Brass's phone number. It sounds like he's got a future client.
Oh, for sure. Oh, no, for sure. We're trying to get him in a special place, but I just
Special place. I work at that special place.
He's Lee's problem now.
Oh no.
right.
No, you guys, but
I'm the multimedia
Lee.
director. I'm the multimedia director. I don't see
okay.
clients anymore.
All right.
I just love walking into every other teacher he has to go to. I'm like, he's gonna fucking flip out. Just give me a call, and I just come in and start laughing.
Okay, let's. Shall we proceed? Let's proceed.
We're ready to proceed.
All right. And we're back. Okay, let's take a look at the two things that blew our collective minds this week. Let's start with the
Star
Rebecca.
Wars?
Yeah, Rebecca, the Obi-Wan Kenobi teaser.
Okay, let me stop. Let me finish painting this thing so I can be properly.
I haven't even
horny.
watched
Okay.
this yet.
What
so
are you
this looks pretty good.
painting?
Okay,
Oh,
here we
you
go.
haven't
Some
seen this yet?
boobies.
Oh,
Nah,
okay.
because I want to watch it. I want to watch it with y'all. I do.
Oh, okay.
differently.
That's so sweet.
Shut up!
Let's,
Shut up! Everyone, shut up!
Let's take
All
a
right.
look at it. Let's see what we got here.
Start to shut up now.
The Star Wars TV series starring, well, not only star Ewan McGregor, but we've got Darth Darth Vader in it, of course,
Hayden
Hayden Christensen. And we get a look. There's probably Tatooine. Probably,
Of course it's Tatooine.
That's
Sound,
Vegas.
in case you're wondering.
Yeah. What
that's
is the
that
name of that?
That's
what
an
is that?
EOP.
An EOP, thank you. I couldn't remember. The story begins 10 years after the dramatic
This scene
events.
kills me. This
Look at
scene
this fucking
kills me.
nerd. What a nerd.
That's pod racing.
I was about to say that. Yep.
10 years after the dramatic events of Revenge of the Sith, where Obi-Wan faced his greatest defeat, the downfall and corruption of his best friend, Jedi apprentice Anakin Skywalker, who turned to the dark side as evil Sith Lord Darth Vader.
So good.
You've got Joel Edgerton, Bonnie Piesse as Owen and Beru. You've got Kumail Nanjiani is going to be in there.
I think he's
Nice.
gonna be that. I think he's gonna be a droid.
Is that Moff
Thanks.
Gideon?
No,
No,
Moff
and,
Gideon's-
no.
Moff Gideon
No.
could
Okay,
be
no,
in
no,
this,
no,
though.
yeah, right,
Now, who are these Sith people, Lee?
Those
Who
are not
these?
Sith people. That's an Inquisitor and the Hunters that Vader put together to hunt down Jedi. So,
Ah, okay.
so
now, we
yeah,
saw
that-
those in the cartoon, right?
Yeah, they were in Rebels.
Are they
They're like
force?
X-Force.
And
Can they use the Force?
Fallen
Yeah.
Order.
This
If
is
you
what
play
happened
Fallen Order.
when they were hunting down Jedi. They would take them and turn them to the dark side if they got Padawans. Be like, oh, hey, Padawan, I'm going to kill you now, or you can start hunting down Jedi with the power of the dark side.
Okay.
Oh, Jedi, sir.
Pretty much.
Big cast, but May 25th is when this will
Yeah,
happen.
this looks fire.
Also,
which is-
not
I
fair
like
that
that we
they
didn't
can
play
just
with audio because I just wanted to get a visual. This shit.
like not fair. They just drop Duel of the Fates in there. Like that's cheating. You can't just drop
know,
Duel
right?
of the Fates in. We're all gonna be so fucking hyped.
I know, right?
Yep, that was the
Now-
I mean, I watched the
This
Duel
was
of
quite
the
a day.
Fates. I watched the Duel of the Fates trailer 160 times on dial-up.
That's right. Now that one blew our minds, but this one personally blew my mind.
Right, because then it was like they put that out, and then like what, an hour later, Paramount Plus is like, oh yeah.
oh
Almost like
yeah.
they were just waiting. They're like, okay, as soon as Obi-Wan drops, put ours out.
So
Like,
Strange
oh.
New Worlds.
You like spaceship porn? Here, have some spaceship porn.
Exactly.
I can't wait.
You like
This
Star
is-
shows? We got a Star
What's
show.
this? Let's go. What's this?
This is on Paramount Plus May 5th. Anson Mount. Anson Mount is Christopher Pike on the bridge of the Enterprise where we last saw him.
Looking a bit like old Bohannon here, though.
Yeah. Now remember at the at the end of season 2 where we saw Pike last, he found out his fate. Remember,
Yeah.
he found out his future,
He had a few years.
that he had just a few years, and so
spaceship. That's a big ass.
this is look at the shuttle, that shuttlecraft there.
That
Oh,
that shot is like, oh god.
Are you
Oh,
serious?
my pants are tight.
Oh my
pants
god! Whoa!
You know what that looks like? That looks like the bad guy in Green Lantern.
And if I'm not, I think that was Kronos. That last shot there was Kronos.
might have been
Could've been.
Kronos. But well, I don't know. Would that fit in the timeline? I don't know.
Sure.
Well, sure, Kronos existed.
Well, yeah,
This looks
but
fire.
if this takes place before Kirk's Enterprise, then Kronos would be fine.
Every time I think about like canceling my Paramount Plus
Yeah.
subscription, they just
They
bring me
they
right
suck you
back
back
in.
in.
But Jay, that last episode of Discovery, the penultimate episode before the finale.
I gotta catch up.
Wow.
But gosh,
I gotta get
This
caught up
looks so
too.
good.
Oh, let me just stop for
Or-
a second and tell you guys about this, because this is a first contact situation. And it's so cool to see smart people figuring shit out. And it's just, these humans and these aliens, and they're trying to talk to this thing. They don't know what it is, and they figure out that it's speaking in mathematics. And it's just so great to watch this first contact
Speaking
situation
in math,
unroll.
so it's a fucking nerd.
It's a fucking nerd.
Yeah, baby.
But, anyways, so we got the Obi-Wan, we got the Strange New Worlds trailer. I'm really looking forward to both of them.
I am
Look
too.
at
Like,
him.
that looks really
Look
good.
at Obi-Wan.
It was cool to
Went
see
to Moab.
the villain's an African American lady. So, boy, that'll people have fun complaining about that.
We got
She's
some,
one of the villains.
we got some casting, some more casting coming up for Dune
That's a
2.
Dune.
That's a Dune. Yes, Tony, that's a Dune.
That's a Dune.
This is for Dune 2. Now we've got Florence Pugh is in talks to play.
I love you, Florence.
She might be cast as Princess Irulan. Irulan, am I saying that rightly? I don't know.
I don't fucking remember. She's the daughter of the Pentat Emperor, so Paul Atreides ends up having to marry her, even though he's in love with Chani, because
darn.
he has to make his claim to the throne legitimate.
Yeah, he's really taken one for the team there.
Yeah, tough one. But they've cast the guy who played Sting's part in
Is it Sting again?
Fayed Rautha Harkonnen.
Fade, yeah.
Fade, thank you.
Yeah.
Austin Butler is his name.
That's
That's
not
the
a
guy
real
playing
name.
Elvis. That's the guy playing Elvis
He's
I
playing
didn't get
Elvis.
a picture of Austin Butler.
in the
Sorry.
Baz Luhrmann movie.
It's all right. It's all right. He
That trailer looked really cool for the Elvis movie.
he will be playing Elvis. He's also in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. He's signed on to play. Yes, I will kill him. The Sting character.
Fade is real interesting. They had to bridge him so much in the David Lynch movie, but he's basically the answer to Paul Atreides, but for House Harkonnen. They were all genetically bred and engineered to keep each other on each other's toes. Like that's how the Emperor figured out how he could control things, is by keeping all the different houses fighting each other. So Paul's genetically engineered. Fade was genetically engineered. They know that one of them was going to end up being the Kwisatz Haderach, but they weren't sure which one. So
Does Fade have access to the word like Paul does?
no, but he's just a badass and he has a huge codpiece. I'm not sure if that part's
Well.
canon, but
Probably is.
It should be.
yeah.
So there's your casting for Dune 2. We also got casting for the project that I'm looking forward to the most, Coyote versus Acme.
Yeah.
Will Forte will be representing Wile E. Coyote in court as the
Perfect.
lawyer.
Okay. All right. This is perfect.
He shows up in Studio 666, and just every bumbling idiot that he plays is just perfection.
John Cena will be representing Acme in in this.
That.
I remember that. Oh my god.
So I'm looking forward to this very much. Forte will play the lawyer representing Wile E. Coyote against the Acme Corporation. I just love that idea so much.
I mean, I
And
know
I
how to
get-
get it, but it's just weird.
Yeah, it is. More casting. The Quantum Leap reboot heads forward.
Kick ass. Hell yeah.
Deadline is reporting Nanrissa Lee, Mason Alexander Park, and Caitlin Bassett have joined the cast of the Quantum Leap reboot. Lee will play Jen, head of security at Quantum Leap headquarters,
I will be playing Jen, leader of Quantum Leap Security.
while Park has been cast as Ian, the chief architect of Quantum Leap's AI program. And Bassett rounds the cast as Addison, a project lead at Quantum Leap HQ, who operates state-of-the-art technology to communicate with an individual time-traveling in the past. So wasn't that, what's his name's job?
Al.
Al?
Yeah.
Al?
But Al's dead.
But Al
Al
is
is
dead.
And also, it's 2022. We gotta cast new blood.
New blood. Get them young, so they
I
don't
hope he
die
has
on you.
a Lego brick that glows.
People
so
can
he
still die when they're
poke at
young.
it.
Yeah, look what happened to Chekhov. He got killed by his own car.
That still
right.
makes me sad. He was
Chekhov's
so
car.
cool. Like, I liked everything he was in.
So, Indiana Jones 5.
Ha
Why?
He belongs in a museum.
The director, James Mangold, who of course brought us Logan, which was a
See,
great...
that's so hard because he's a good director.
I know,
Makes me
right?
almost want to see this.
He's well aware that fans want to see scenes from the movie, but he is asking for our patience. In a Monday note on his social media, he says, "Although I've been cutting while shooting, I officially start editing Indy today." This was a week or so ago. To all those asking about trailers and teasers, still drops and first looks and other peeks or sneaks, this is the right place to look for info, but just a bit too soon. Be well and be patient, he said. So delay your disappointment is what he's basically conveying.
Oh, man.
But yeah, so it's...
I don't know. If he can make an old Wolverine movie, maybe he can make an old indie movie.
I mean, yeah, he co-wrote it, he directed it. It's not arriving until June 30th, 2023. The question is will Harrison Ford be around to see it?
He's gonna live forever.
Probably.
He's gonna be the one that can never die.
It's a shawl. Keeps him warm.
It does keep him warm.
He has to stay around to act as our anti-William Shatner. He's like,
Well,
those two
here's the
face
thing,
off,
though. You never hear stories about William Shatner getting in his helicopter to go save Boy Scouts that are trapped on a mountain.
Exactly.
All you hear about Shatner is mysterious deaths surrounding his wives. You don't hear that about Harrison Ford.
That's true.
Yeah.
Thank
Because
you.
Callista also can't die.
No, she's made a deal with Satan or something.
Well, she's basically beef jerky.
And then finally this story, and then we'll take a break and find out what you guys are watching. This was a wild story that happened this week. Ryan Coogler, who
This was
now he's in
This is
he's
wild.
This is
he's
insane.
he's in Atlanta, working on Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever, and the bank staffers mistakenly thought he was staging a robbery, so they called the cops, and he ended up in handcuffs briefly.
Have you?
Of
There's
course.
video. Have you seen the video?
Yeah.
Because the teller didn't check his ID.
According to
Well-
the Atlanta PD, Coogler was detained after stopping in a Bank of America to make a transaction. This was back in January, completely legal transaction, but that's not how the teller took it. He walked up wearing shades and a COVID mask, which is not uncommon. Handed the teller a withdrawal slip that had a note written on the back. Now, the note said, "I'd like to withdraw $12,000 cash from my checking account. Please do the money count somewhere else. I'd like to be discreet." Okay, understandable. It's a lot of money. But this led the teller into thinking that something suspicious was going on, and she called the cops for an attempted robbery. Officers arrived. They detained two people waiting outside for Ryan in an SUV, and then went in and brought Coogler himself out in handcuffs. After an investigation, police all said it was a huge mistake.
Did they now?
The fault lies with the Bank of America employee who described in the report. Yeah, according to the report, the teller went to make the transaction on her computer. It triggered some sort of alert. She told her boss that Coogler was attempting to rob the bank. They called 911.
Oh my God, I've been a bank teller. Like literally what happens is any amount over $10,000 in cash has to be reported to the government. So you have to fill out a form. All she fucking literally had to do was check his ID and verify that he was who he said he was.
Yep.
Otherwise it's not an abnormal transaction. It's not abnormal for someone to write on a withdrawal slip what they want. It's just so fucking frustrating.
I was a
thinks-
shift manager at a bank for 7 years.
Of course you were. You've had all the
Fucked
jobs.
up.
You know.
Well, no, there's one I haven't had, and I'll never have it.
Well, and it's
Look
just
at if you look at the note, I'd like to withdraw money from my account. He's robbing us.
Yeah, my account.
My
Yeah.
account.
and who wouldn't like me personally? I'd be like, I don't want people to know I'm walking out of here with $12,000
Well,
in cash.
and if you're doing a
brand
cash
right there in front of
withdrawal,
everyone.
if you're doing a cash withdrawal that large, you count it away from everybody else anyway. Like there should be a little like area where you count that money because it's such a large amount.
Yes, agreed. So that was just a weird story that happened across the transom.
It's not a weird story. It's a shitty story.
It's a shitty story.
Because you know what? That wouldn't happen to fucking Ryan Reynolds.
Probably not.
You know?
Coogler tells the news this situation should never have happened. However, Bank of America worked with me and addressed it to my satisfaction, and we have moved on. So he's
And now Wakanda
And he will be
Forever
moving
is
on to
delayed
another
even
bank.
longer because of this
And
shit.
so there you go. All right, we'll find out. I got one more story, and then we'll find out what you're watching after these messages. We'll be
Massages
right back.
right back.
I don't know what I watched this week. What did I watch this week?
I didn't watch a whole lot.
Better
Make
figure
some
it out.
notes. Make some notes.
I think I watched a movie. I can't remember.
I keep notes on my phone all week, so I have something
I
to
do
say.
too.
Because there have been times where it's like, "Hey, what did you watch this week?" Oh,
I just go back and I look at my continue watching on everything.
that's a good way to do it too. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got to talk about this turd.
All right, we ready?
Sure.
All right, let's move forward. And we're back. Real quickly here, and I'm sorry I didn't supply you information on this, Lee, so that you could get a picture. We got to raise a glass to Conrad Janis, everybody. Conrad Janis.
Who?
Who?
Who's that?
Mindy's
is that?
dad. Mindy's dad from Mork and Mindy. He's
Oh, he was funny.
he was funny.
He was the guy that made the band play.
He made the band play.
Wasn't he?
Play, damn it!
No, wasn't he one of these guys?
No, he
That
was.
was
a-
his job.
Oh, conductor? Okay,
No, he
that's
was
a little different.
on the show. He owned a record store, and
Oh.
he was also a trombone player in real life. So
Womp
maybe
womp.
that's maybe that's.
I
what
can't
you're
believe I
thinking
couldn't remember some Mork and Mindy trivia.
about. I know, right? Just real quick with Conrad.
Get old.
Janis.
I'm
Raise a
getting old.
glass. Raise a glass for Conrad this weekend. All right, this story. I wasn't going to talk about this story, but it got really big this week.
Yep.
After public outcry over Disney's handling of the Florida Don't Say Gay bill, Disney CEO Bob Chapek has sent out an internal email to the company admitting it missed the mark and that further action is to be taken. He said it is clear that it is not just an issue about a bill in Florida, but instead yet another challenge to basic human rights. He elaborated the internal company email. You needed me to be a stronger ally in the fight for equal rights, and I let you down. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Now, granted, that was a little late in coming, but at least he said it. I'll
That's
give him
more than I'm
points for
used
that.
to from CEOs. Usually CEOs do
Yeah.
not admit anything. They're
Well,
just
then,
like,
but then they went further because the big complaints started coming in. I noticed a lot of animators and Pixar's official Twitter account even said this bill in Florida is bullshit and we should do something about it and people should be talking about it. And now Disney has halted. This is why it crossed my got into my radar because the Florida politicians are so mad at this. Disney has halted any political donations in Florida, regardless of party, and are working to combat the legislation, the Don't Say Gay bill.
good.
So insane.
It's I mean, again, it took him a while to get there, but I'm just glad that he finally did. He did it.
I'm waiting between Texas and Florida to see which state starts demanding that people in the LGBTQ community start wearing some sort of designation on their shirts, because this shit is bonkers. Like I will not go. I just talked to a friend who got to go to this Galactic Star Cruiser and had a lot to say about it. I'm like, not until it's not in Florida. I will not give anything in Florida any money.
Yeah. I'm boycotting Florida as well.
Yeah.
And Dr. Paul points out that the apology was not a to those I offended apology. It was a pretty good one, you know.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
no,
good.
he talked to a lawyer and probably one of their ethics
I was
committee.
like, yeah, that's definitely put together by somebody.
That's not a sorry I offended. If not sorry if you were offended.
Yeah.
He
Well,
looks
I like
like
that.
Hank from Breaking Bad in that picture.
He really
I was
does.
just about to say.
When this was going down, I started seeing it unfold, and I was like, God, I wish Bob Iger were here. I don't know enough about this new guy to know how he would react. All right, let's find out what everybody was watching this week. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. I watched like nothing.
All right, Tony.
I'll go first.
No,
Done.
Rebecca, go ahead.
Well, so I mentioned this last week on like at the end of the show when we weren't recording. I don't know if you can hear my cat screaming. But I've been playing The Wolf Among Us. I read the comics I read the Fables comics like a decade ago or something. And I never really played the game, but I was like, you know what? I've been wanting to play it. They announced a second one, and I've been playing it, and it's a real blast. Easy baby game mode.
Oh.
And then I also watched another show that I know a couple of others have watched called Our Flag Means Death.
Yes.
Funny show.
I describe it as Ted Lasso with pirates, a Taika Waititi joint.
That's pretty accurate.
I love the one pirate with all the speech impediments so much. Like he's got every single one.
And he's supposedly a badass, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to pirate for Blackbeard.
Yeah.
Guys.
I used to be Blackbeard's right-hand man.
He's like, you guys, we should be out there pillaging.
It's pretty amazing.
Who wants to go? Tony next?
Oh yeah, I'll go next.
All right.
So I haven't finished all of them, but I'm about halfway through this. The Boys Presents Diabolical cartoons.
Oh, how are those?
They're great. They
Where
are
are they at?
really fun.
Wait, where can you find those?
It's on
just
Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime, yeah.
Ooh,
They're each
okay.
between 12 and 15 minutes long.
I'm in.
And it's anthology style. Each one's separate. But they have all the cast. If there's any characters you recognize from the show, they're voiced by people from the show.
Nice.
And then the new characters that they introduce for each episode as well. But I think you'll love it. The first episode is a pitch perfect rendition of a old Looney Tunes style cartoon, like the animation style, the music they use for it. Everything was just really good. I highly recommend it. I have been reading. I started Superior Spider-Man.
Oh, it's so good, Tony.
I went back and I started before where it was the same author, Dan Slott. I started back to when Doc Ock tried to basically destroy the world, and I started there and went forward into the Superior Spider-Man stuff. It's really good.
That's fantastic, actually.
It's really, really
I remember when it
good.
was out, Jeff made me read it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't want to read it either. He did the same thing. He dropped the trade off at the restaurant and said, "Read this. Stop me
Read
in the dirt."
this!
Yep.
Well, see,
It's-
I was reading it as it was coming out, issue by issue, and
And
I
raving
remember,
about it.
and I was squealing about how much I liked it, and every Spidey fanboy in the world hated it so much.
Which is crazy.
And now you look back, and it's considered a classic. you know?
It's so good.
There's that one line when he's taking on the wrecking crew and he smashes that one dude and he's like, Parker was holding back all this time, and I'm like, oh my god.
That was in the very first. I think
Yeah.
it was in the very first issue, and it was when he punched Scorpion in the jaw, and
Yep.
it
Yeah.
broke his jaw off his head.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh,
Yeah, it's just like, oh wow, cool.
Parker's
Yeah.
been holding back. I loved that line. That was
so good."
That was so good.
Upload season 2 is out, and we've almost
Wait,
finished
what?
that. Yeah,
Upload season 2?
on Amazon Prime. It's
I
real
fucking
good.
love that show.
So check that out. It's been good so far. And then the last show, and then I want to talk briefly about a movie, is the show I started watching, and purely because it's an Adam McKay show, and it's got John C. Reilly, Winning Time: The Rise of the Lakers Dynasty.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's good. Holy
Really?
cow, is it really good. Yeah, and this is coming from a guy who doesn't really care about sports, right? And it's excellent.
That's the thing about Adam McKay is he makes you care about stuff you didn't think you'd be interested in.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I loved, what was that, the Big Short?
The Big
And
Short,
this is
yeah.
very similar in style to The Big Short.
Good. All right. I
John
can't wait to see it.
John C. Reilly's character, he plays Dr. Buss. Is that his name? Yeah. And
Buss, yeah.
he breaks the fourth wall all the time to tell the viewers kind of what's going on and how they got to where they're at and everything like that. And what's really neat about the show, too, is it's filmed and has like a filter on it, so it looks like it was actually kind of shot in the 80s. And so it might bother some people because it doesn't have the clarity of modern like 4K images. But what it does really good is they intersperse news clips and flashbacks and stuff to that era. And so there's no jarring transition of old grainy style coverage versus what's going on the screen most of the time. It works out really well. I think it's awesome so far. And then I went and saw The Batman. Oh, man. The Batman. I just got to pile on Rebecca's review from last week. I thought it was outstanding. I loved every aspect about it.
Really? Even the length was not too much for you.
I didn't even notice how long
Oh,
it
good.
was.
Good.
I was absolutely enthralled the entire time.
Cool.
Oh, good. That's good to hear. All right, who's next? Lee.
I can go. Oh,
Lee raised his hand. He's
I'm so polite. I'm so very polite. I've been learning from my dog. My dog always waits for the other dog to eat. I'm like, I could be that way. I could be polite. So, anyway. Wow, what a week. So, finally got to see, thanks to a friend, I finally got to see Spider-Man No Way Home, which was every bit the movie I was hoping it would be. So, really cool. Even though almost everything had been spoiled for me, I still enjoyed the performances. And let's just give one actor every award that there is to give. One actor.
Who?
His name rhymes
Alfred
with
Molina.
Dylan Wafoe.
He was awesome. He was awesome in it.
He was
He was-
absolutely.
it.
He was scary, man.
Yeah.
Yes, and it kind of reminds
Smiling
me
while
of.
getting punched.
Yeah, just so good, and a couple things I did not expect. So that was unexpected. The where the creed of Spider-Man came from that finally happened. That
good one.
one
Yep.
that one catalyst was fantastic. I've been catching up on my Saturday Night Live, so I finally saw the John Mulaney and Oscar Isaac episodes of SNL.
Yes.
Wow. So I'm convinced that by the time John Mulaney finishes doing SNL guest appearances, they'll be able to do a full-length musical special with his tributes to New York.
Yeah.
That's right.
Which killed me. Jesus on a Subway Car was fantastic. And then Oscar Isaac, I can't find a favorite skit because the guy
We're the
who...
little meatball men
The
singing
Meatball
a
Men
little
thing,
meatball song.
the guy running against the current mayor of the town the Paw Patrol's in,
I love that. That
the
was my
janitor,
favorite.
the janitor who writes erotic fiction about Dua Lipa. I mean, it's just amazing. We made our way through Lost season 2 now, and
Fuck yes.
Nice.
holy hell,
The
that show's so good. Hatches, because last night we
That-
got to the episode where they found Pearl Station.
That
Yeah,
season,
buddy.
that season 2 opener is like one of my most favorite pieces
Yeah.
of TV ever.
Yeah.
You're making me want to go back and
so
watch
you
it.
know, I went back and because I haven't
won't
seen
be hurt
it.
again. I won't be hurt again.
I don't think I've seen most of Lost because I don't think I've seen most of the second season. So I was really surprised to see what Michael did in that hatch. Bad, Michael. Bad.
Bad
So-
Michael.
And then my latest obsession, it's all Shannon's fault. This goes back to San Diego when Shannon at 2:00 in the morning said, "Lee, have you ever heard battle metal?" And I said, "No, Shannon, I've not." And for 3 hours, he made me listen to folk metal, and I loved it.
I didn't make you.
I willingly participated.
I
and then we went-
allowed you.
you shared with me kindly. So now there's an Indian folk metal band
Oh, they're
called Bloodywood.
badass too.
Bloodywood is like this band that's all about like bringing down the patriarchy, taking down rapists, making corporations pay their due, all this shit.
Getting rid of
They're
the
like-
caste system.
Getting rid of the caste system, like coming together as people, bringing
Wow.
down all the and it's like, but it's like if Lincoln Park didn't suck and they were Indian.
Yeah, no, it's like
Hey.
it is like seriously, it's seriously like punk rock Bollywood music.
Yeah.
It's fucking cool.
You see this little kid playing a little drums, and there's a guy playing a flute, and all of a sudden, so, anyway, I'm not even that big of a metal guy, but holy hell, I've watched all of their videos about 15 times, and then I paint a house afterwards. So,
All right. Jay, Shannon, who wants to go?
I could go.
Okay.
One thing I didn't partake in, I didn't go to the St. Patrick's Day parade today.
Oh, well.
I
damn
heard
cold.
I'm getting all these messages that it was the best one ever because everybody was so happy to do it after 2 years, you know.
yeah.
But anyway, boy, you guys, real barn burner on the season opening of Masked Singer. Woo! You never knew where this one was gonna go, right? So the Scotty dog comes out, sings his fucking head right off. His head falls off, and it covers his face. And nobody knew who he was, right? But then the Firefly came out, and she was gonna sing, and then she started choking, and
Wait,
they had
so
to
the
take her
Scotty-
backstage.
So the Scotty dog, his head fell off, so now
Uh-huh.
we do know who he is.
Well, I'll finish the story. So no, but he was good. He covered up his face and put the head back on. And then the Firefly comes out, starts choking, and Ken John's like, "No, I'm a doctor," and was running. And then she came back out and sang, like really showed some real grit, you guys.
This is
Okay, so
nice.
who were they?
Well, we don't know.
This is an uplifting
grit.
story.
Yeah, and also, somehow they edited out Rudy Giuliani.
I
He's
mean,
not in it at all.
Really?
Yeah,
Good.
And then we found out the Scotty Dog was a bad singer also, and it was Duff, the cake guy.
Oh,
Oh,
I like
try
Duff
Duff.
the cake
Yeah,
guy.
and you know, I watched it. Oh, and Carrie's just like, this must be what you look like when they're doing that Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. On right over now. I watched a terrible show. That
you just described it.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was the best thing that happened to me this week. That Pieces of Her. Have you guys seen that series, Toni Collette?
Oh.
It
It's
is
Netflix, right?
Netflix. It is. It was like the top. It was like number 3 last week. And Jen turned it on, and boy, you want to talk about way too much plot to get in the way of the story. It was fucking ridiculous and stupid, and I'm never going to watch anything with Toni Collette in it again.
Whoa,
And
but
no,
she's incredible.
I'm just joking. But my favorite thing that happened this week, a surprise drop of a Letterkenny special.
Yeah.
The Letterkenny International Women's Day show, and I think it's one of the funniest episodes ever, personally.
Yeah, I'm glad you messaged me in 3 different ways to make sure I watched it.
Yeah. There's an all-out
I
alert.
was in that too.
I begrudgingly watched it. I was like, I don't know that I want to watch Letterkenny talk about International Women's Day. Surprisingly, very good. I definitely cried at the end. Did not expect that.
Yeah, so
Fucking Wayne. God, this macho man trying so hard to express emotion and let himself express emotion. Whew,
yeah.
fucking
That's
hilarious.
all. That's all.
It's a good episode. I really enjoyed it.
Jay.
Yes.
Hi,
What'd
bud.
you watch,
You
bud?
still with us?
Yes. Yeah, I'm good. I had 2 weeks to just I was busy with work, and so what did I get into? Mostly, I finished Godfather of Harlem first season. That shit was really it's really well done. I don't know if I don't know if the show got canceled or picked up for a second season, but Forrest Whitaker, Paul Sorvino, Vincent D'Onofrio, very well done.
Good cast. Wow.
Yeah, it's about and then they got this young person, I can't remember the brother's name, but he's playing Malcolm X and he's so good at it. What else I've been watching? Guardians of Justice. Has anyone seen?
We talked about
this
this last
Tony
week.
Tony talked about it last week.
Yeah, okay.
And you guys, I've gotten like 4 messages off of Facebook for people like Shannon. You need to watch this shit.
It's
so
a train
bad.
wreck.
It's good.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes. Okay.
I can't help but watch it. It's just like, how can we
There's
do DC and not get sued, and also take they just
DC.
melted down a hot topic, and every nostalgic thing about the 80s and 90s, and just said, here you go.
Yeah.
It's
100%.
So they flip, they intersperse. I learned that word from Tony. That they different styles of animation and CGI and video graphics. So it honestly, you were being bombarded with the late 80s, 90s, and if you're 80s, 90s kids, you're gonna love this.
Pretty bad.
Be ready
It's
for
so-
some
it's bad.
serious low budget set pieces and costuming,
Yes.
though.
Oh,
But they
see, I
make
love
up
that
for it.
shit.
But they make up
dude.
for it with the animation. Like that's the thing. It
animation
really
looks good.
levels out. The
Yeah,
little
most of the time the
cutscenes.
animation looks good. I agree 100% with you though, Jay. It's so bad on a scale of good and bad. It's
Yeah.
like it goes 360 degrees to where it's like an interesting train wreck. You just can't
Yeah.
look away.
Well, no,
It's
that's
very meta. It's
and
very
it-
it knows what it
meta.
is.
and,
Yeah.
and, doing it, and doing that
bad.
is hard to do, right? Like
Yeah.
Airplane did it. What?
Well, I don't know if I'd put this anywhere in the same league as like Airplane, but
I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
That airplane. Was trying to be funny.
Black Dynamite. I think it's a
Yes.
perfect example of it.
Shannon, that's actually that's perfect because it's making fun of itself in that that genre and that time period in such a great
Earnest,
way.
like an
Yeah,
earnest
and
way.
it takes everything that was good about it and bad about it at the exact same time,
Yeah.
and it's like, here's your childhood.
And then
know?
DDP as a grizzled cigar smoking Batman analog is just
Yeah.
like, what is
Doing his
But
best Thomas Wayne. It's
between those two shows, I'm watching Black Dynamite any given time.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, well, Lee doesn't like it.
And then
didn't hate
real quick. So I got excited when I saw. All right, let me take you into my kitchen real quick. I'm like, oh
Bacon?
baby, I'm talking about, huh?
bacon?
Yeah, I'm in the
said
kitchen.
kitchen.
There's
Probably
more
bacon
stuff.
There's
You can
probably
have more
bacon
things
in
than
there.
bacon in there.
there. No, so
Can have
I'm in-
cardamom.
I'm in the kitchen. I'm talking to my wife. I get a notification on my phone. I'm like, damn, Chris Rock and Kevin Hart are going on tour together, and it's a tour called Headliners only headliners allowed. So I'm like, I tell my wife this. We're like, yeah, we got to get tickets. And then the next thing that pops up on the TV is Taylor Tomlinson on Netflix.
Oh yeah, she's
on
good.
internet, and she was like, oh, let's watch this. And I was like, I really want to watch Chris Rock or Netflix or Kevin Hart right now. But she's like, but it's International Women's Day, and I was like, fine, okay. And I'm so glad I did watch.
She's
Taylor
great,
Tomlinson's
isn't she?
Special look at you. It's so
Yes.
good.
She's great.
Very well written. Yes, very well written. And then I found out my wife ain't seen no Denzel movies. Like she's only seen
Any?
Like
yeah,
none?
she's only seen one, Man on Fire, and I was,
I was
like,
gonna say, is it Man on Fire? Because fucking everybody's
like,
seen Man on Fire.
solid. But I was like,
I've never
I'm
seen
like,
Man on Fire.
Not even much
such a
ado. She hasn't
I
seen
saw
much
that.
ado.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy. My wife has only seen one Denzel movie, and so I'm like, I'm like making this list of all the shit I gotta watch. I can't wait to watch the Equalizer.
Yeah, I was gonna say you gotta have
That's my dad's
on
favorite.
there.
That's my dad's favorite shit because the Equalizer is
Great
basically
show.
a 60-year-old black man going to hardware stores and fucking shit up, and that's what my
That's
dad
right.
wants to do with life.
No,
Hey,
my
you
favorite
gotta-
one is
Book of Eli.
Book of Eli.
Book of
Well,
Eli, phenomenal.
You guys are all off. It's
Oh yeah, Book of Eli was good.
no. My favorite one is Jimmy
Don't
Needs
say
a
I-
Monkey Heart.
Denzel was in that.
Yeah, it's-
Training Day.
He was in Jimmy Needs a Monkey Heart. That's the one where he goes in and takes over the hospital to get a monkey heart for his kid.
John Q. Okay, you. Oh,
Yeah, John Q.
Oh, I get
Oh,
Manchurian Candidate.
I saw it different.
Actually, I hear he's really good in that Macbeth. That
Yeah,
just
that's
came out.
why-
That's what I
I
heard
thought
too.
I have it. I need to watch it. I just haven't sat down to watch
All
it
right.
yet.
Can I get all right? Here, in top 10 in no particular order.
Top
Training
10.
Day, Glory, Malcolm X,
Yes.
The Hurricane, which
Oh,
should have
yes.
won the fucking Oscar.
Yes.
Man on Fire, Book of Eli. Did I say Devil in the Blue Dress?
Not yet.
No,
Devil in the Blue Dress, Mississippi Masala. If you can find
Yes.
this is like one of Denzel's early movies. When he
Yeah.
was young
Yes.
Denzel. This is when Denzel perfected the pursed
it's like
lips. Yeah.
right after he uses St. Elsewhere money for that.
You got two more. Two more.
You didn't write them down, did you?
Unstoppable. I'm not with Chris Pine for no.
Okay.
Oh
That's
my
the first thing that's
god.
Unstoppable was pretty good.
What's
I
the
liked
one
that
with Ryan Reynolds? What's the one with Ryan Reynolds?
Oh, Flight and then
Oh,
Did you
Flight's
say
good.
Equalizer yet?
Flight and Fences.
There you go.
Fences is also very good.
Okay. I attempted to see the Batman this week.
Oh no, you
And
need to
then
go.
what happened?
Carrie,
Because you
I
know
hope-
what I do is I love this feature that you can see how many people are in the theater before you buy your ticket, right?
Two guns
Yeah.
is great.
And so I saw that there were only at the 12:15 showing. I only saw 4 people in the theater, right? So I went, this is perfect. I rushed down to the theater, and the place where you buy your tickets downstairs, it's offline. So I had to go up to the snack bar to buy tickets. And as I'm standing there, the couple in front of me said 8, please. We need
Goodbye.
We need 6.
Goodbye.
We need. This is worse. We need 6 kids and the 2 of us. And then I got to look at their kids that were playing on.
Kids!
They were playing on the escalator, and they were all under the age of 13. And I'm like, A, they shouldn't be seeing this movie. B, I'm out of here. So
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I turned
Good
around and
choice. Good choice,
But-
Terry.
I saw a great movie this week. Turning Red.
I wanted to watch
it's
that
on my
last
list to
night,
watch
but I got
this
stuck
week.
playing poker.
It is. I was again, Pixar. They can do no wrong, but I was surprised at how much I liked this.
Hey, question. You're a white male. Were you able to understand or relate to this movie at all? And did it hinder your enjoyment of the movie at all?
You know, I did relate because I also have been a 13-year-old. So that's how I related.
Yeah.
I was also a 13-year-old at one time.
There was a shitty film critic on Twitter this week who just got railroaded for his bad opinion on this movie.
He's wrong. You know, everybody can relate to this movie. And the animation style is so incredible. It's not your typical Pixar animation style. They leaned in heavy to anime. So the movements and the facial expressions and everything is so damn funny. There's just so much happening in this movie that I wasn't prepared for how much I was going to like it. So it's Turning Red is the name. I even watched the making of Turning Red special afterward. The other thing that I discovered this week, it's on Netflix, and it's like I can't call it a choose your own adventure. It's a cartoon with homework. Let me describe it. All right, it's called Cat Burglar. And it's in that old Looney Tunes Tex Avery type style, that Tom and Jerry type style. And it's the adventures of this cat who's trying to steal this. It doesn't matter what it is. But as you watch it,
MacGuffin.
it requires you to answer trivia.
Trivia.
If you don't answer the trivia correctly, the cat dies. Now he only has 3 lives, and the story will not progress unless you answer the trivia questions correctly.
Wow.
That sounds fun.
It is fun, and I was drunk and able to do it. So, but it was called Cat Burglar on Netflix. So, it was fun. And then of course we got Top Chef and Survivor back, but I won't waste your time with that. Games, Tony. Games. Oh, Jay, did you?
Jay
have
had his
something?
hand up. Yeah.
I've been watching. You talked about a guilty pleasure show real quick at the end. Project Runway. I just got back into that for.
Fuck yeah, love Project
for no damn
Runway.
reason. And segue to games. I forgot I've been playing Rage 2 on Xbox Game
Oh.
Pass.
Yeah,
I realized
Rage
how much
2 is
I really enjoy-
fun.
It's such a fun game. If you like
Yeah.
Destiny and Borderlands, it's just beautiful. I like it. It's fine.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
That's it.
I enjoyed that one.
Games. Yep. Segue.
Let's see. Coming out this week, we got Phantom Breaker, Omnia. I don't know what that is, but Rebecca clapped. Do you know what it is?
Oh, because Jay was cheering for whatever he did.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Something called Tunic. Another one called Lingo
do you know what
Legend.
do you know what Tunic is? It's a sequel to Fallen Order. That's a joke because all you get is fucking tunics.
I remember now. I remember.
In the boxes, all you get are
Oh,
tunics.
right.
yeah.
That's
yeah,
right.
all those
That's
stupid
right.
clothing changes in that game.
Yeah.
Lame.
Thank you. That took me a minute.
That was a good joke. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
I don't get it.
Let's see. Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, if that's something you're into, on PC, PS4, and Switch. Siberia, The World Before, on PC. Lee, Star Citizen's not coming out this week, so uncross your fingers. Sorry, man. Let's see. We got Who Pressed Mute on Uncle Marcus?
Which the title alone is worth it.
Everybody go buy it. Everybody.
I have no idea what this is, but it's out on literally
it's just a
everything.
Zoom simulation.
You seriously? PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series platforms, and Switch, iOS,
Yeah!
Android. It's on everything.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
buy the Switch
go.
and I'll put it on my phone.
See?
It's an eccentric FMV murder mystery with a twist.
Yeah.
Someone has attempted to murder an Uncle Marcus during the yearly family quiz.
Do you guys want me to throw it up on the screen?
If you got it, yeah. Let's
No,
see.
is there a trailer?
Yeah, we'll get the trailer going.
Let's take a look
Oh
at
my
it.
god! Yeah.
All right, let's
The
do
murder
it's called-
mystery on Zoom.
And it's called Who Pressed the Mute on Uncle Marcus? Is that what
Yeah.
it's called?
Okay, here we go.
Oh yeah. Okay.
We get the
It's
volume on this?
Hey,
It's
that's the guy from Office, and
Yeah.
she's on. She's on The Boys.
It's a talky one. It's you hear their stories, you ask them questions, and you try to figure out who tried to kill Uncle Marcus.
Oh, I like this.
So
I'll
it's
play
an
it.
I like
adventure
this
game.
too.
Oh, my
It's an
wife is
adventure
gonna
game
love this.
with real actors.
Yeah.
Point and click.
My wife is gonna love this.
So it's kind of a choose your own adventure in a way. But
This looks interesting. Okay.
You have to
This
ask
is a
the right
throwback.
questions.
There was quite a few games that came out like this in the early '90s, where they used filmed FMV sequences to play the game. One of the more famous ones was called Under a Killing Moon, and it was a character named Tex, their detective. I forget. Anyway, Jay, what were you going to say?
Oh, I just wanted to say that I think it's real cool that we're getting a game like this, and I know we talked about this during the pandemic, but I think it's cool to just see the actors get to work during this time, and how this is how Hollywood got creative, coming up with something new, or maybe taking innovation from way back and then making something real cool. And I think we're about to see like this pandemic renaissance art. And I think this is one of those projects.
Yeah.
I think it's cool.
Yeah,
I think it's fun.
make everyone kind of think outside the box a little bit.
Yeah, bring some shit back.
Is that everything?
Let's see, two more. We got. Hey, finally, you can play Grand Theft Auto 5 updated for the latest generation again. So now we've had Grand Theft Auto 5 on the Xbox 360, Xbox One, and now the Xbox Series, and then PS3, PS4, PS5 getting updated. And then I don't know if that's anyone's thing anymore, but that game's still around and it still makes a lot of money in the Grand Theft Auto Online. And then this one is a lot of people looking forward to this one. Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin.
Oh.
And this is the trailer for this. If you remember when it debuted, it was the Chaos trailer. Like every eighth word out of any character's mouth was Chaos. What about Chaos? There's Chaos.
There's some chaos. Hey, guess
So
what
that's
I
coming
pre-ordered? Guess what I pre-ordered?
I'm gonna say Tiny Tina's Wonderlands.
You would be correct, sir.
Yeah.
I pre-ordered the Chaotic Great Edition for
Me too.
$79.99.
Me
So
too.
we'll be ready to
I'm
rock
ready to
and
get
roll.
down.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
I'll put in
We're
that
live
pre-order
stream that.
shit.
All right.
Live stream that shit.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. Mr. B, if you would, please.
Oh, jeez. Hold on. Hey, no. Buddy. Stop crying. No, Uncle Quad T still loves you very, very much.
Oh, the
He's
ham.
no bacon. I mean, ham is
mean-
okay, but he's
No,
no bacon.
don't listen to him, Ham. It's not how... You can't help how you were born.
All right. Good enough.
Good enough.
That'll
Good
do.
enough.
That'll do.
That'll do, pig.
That'll do,
Ham.
pre-bacon.
Yeah.
Look at all these people here. That watched us. We had at one point 53 people viewing. That
What
was
the
fantastic.
hell?
53 people decided to share their Saturday with us.
Oh,
I'm
that's
one of
nice.
them.
Thank you.
You're one of them.
I have it.
people.
I have
I know.
it up
Same.
so that I can comment as myself.
That's true. I just
we don't need to
comment
know
as
that.
Geekshow.
Numbers.
You really
Also
are.
sign in so I can
No,
comment.
but some good news. Good news for people watching. We've been doing these trailer reaction videos that are actually performing pretty well on YouTube. We put them up for 24 hours on Patreon first, and then we put them on YouTube. The first one we did, the DC one, got close to 1,000 views, which is phenomenal for us.
That is good, yeah.
The other ones get played with by the legal teams of the studios that own them, and we have to say, well, we're kind of making it our own by talking about it. And usually 48 to 72 hours later, they take the copyright strike down, and then it performs well. So thank you, everybody, for your continued support and enthusiasm about this 13-year-old funny book show.
Well, thank you all for joining us on a Saturday. Thank you so much. I mean,
I appreciate all of y'all.
if you're not at the St. Patrick's Day parade, you're inside where it's warm.
Like a smart person.
Or, yeah.
Although I heard they were selling beer along the parade route. Apparently, they
Hell
got
yeah.
they got the approval to do that this year.
What?
So, yeah, I know.
God damn it, my fucking life.
You know, we
I
can
just-
sell our own beer along the parade route, Shannon.
I just usually brought my own beer to the parade route.
Right?
All right. Well, thank you all. Thank you so much.
Thanks, everyone.
We're gonna.
Thanks.
we're gonna go and do some things now. So
We'll see you next week.
We'll be back with more stuff.
bye bye.
Well, bye.